Everyone, welcome to Ben's Car Reviews. I'm Ben and today we're dissecting this 2025 Volvo XC90 B6 Plus all-wheel drive. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start under the hood. I'm sure that's the thing you're hoping to see most right off the bat. This is powered by a 2-liter hybrid. It's going to give you 295 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque because it is paired with an electric supercharger under the hood, which is pretty cool. It's also got to pair with an 8-speed auto to help you glide through those gears. And looking at MPGs, it's actually not too bad. For a big 7-seater, it's going to come in at 20 city, 26 on the highway. But pretty cool to get a supercharger in there, and you can brag about it. How many people have those? Starting off looking at the big picture here, obviously styling is very well done. This is vapor gray, which in person here in the sun probably looks a lot better, even though it does look great on camera. Volvo's really stepped it up. This is overall a darker color palette on this model. This one's one of the brighter ones, but I'm definitely digging it here in person. Coming into the grille here, I think what Volvo did with this is certainly unique. You see a lot of mesh grills these days. This is definitely different with some contrasting lines, and you can see you got your front camera up here. Coming up here with the headlights, we have a matrix design LED headlight with LED daytime running light. Definitely love the design aspect in there with the angled lines, kind of like a sideways T. Definitely adds a design feature here, and overall just improves that look rather than just a large housing. Up on the hood, nothing too special. Would have been cool to see a little bulge or any little character at all. You do get some on the side, but not typically what this vehicle is trying to achieve. We're coming down now, looking at the wheels. Great wheel design here. Volvo's definitely stepping up their game. This is a 21-inch wheel. It's going to be 5-spoke in black diamond cut. There are other wheels you can option, but you're going to have to pay for it, of course. These are wrapped in all-season tires, and they have dimensions of 275 on the width and a 40 for the sidewall. So good amount of rubber to meet the road here with 275s, and 40 is going to give you a nice smooth ride. Coming up here a little higher, looking at the mirrors, they are heated and power side mirrors. Great to have that heated. As we climb up top, you can see you've got these bright integrated roof rails. Again, roof rails, don't get them confused with roof racks. They are not the same. They do look sharp though, and they add some character. As we peep around, this is your spoiler, which is standard. Again, spoiler, not a big wing like you're going to see on a Subaru, but still adds a sharp design element. Out back, classic Volvo taillight setup. Super sharp. Love that they add the little details in the lights, as we can see here. And of course, you see on there on stickers, shout out Volvo of Exeter if you're in the market for one of these. They have a great lot of Volvos. Check that out. There's your B6 badge with the all-wheel drive. B6 again lets you know that you got a supercharger under the hood. Otherwise, you'll have the B5. And again, overall, classic Volvo in the back. You can definitely tell when it's a Volvo. And you're gonna have a power liftgate to be able to haul your 10 bags of groceries more easily all at once. We'll work our way around the side here, talk about dimensions. This thing measures in at 195 inches long, 70 inches tall, 79.1 inches wide, has 8.8 inches of ground clearance, weighs 4,741 pounds on this B6, and it can tow up to 5,000 pounds, which is pretty sufficient and actually competes with an option in the midsize truck segment as well as compact trucks. We'll start working our way in the car now. First impressions, you open the door. We have this genuine wood insert here as well as on your dash. Great touch, looks nice. We're coming over here, you can see Harman Kardon on the sound system. This is the premium sound. It's a 14 speaker Harman Kardon system. Great way to play your music. As we're stepping in, while we can see it, there's your seat adjustment. These seats have integrated center booster cushion for the second row. Up front, it's power front seats with driver's seat memory. There's 2-way power lumbar support for the front seats. There's power folding rear headrests, and there's heated front and rear seats, which is great to see. Okay, as we step in the car here, you are met with a very nice 11.2-inch center display with touchscreen. As we head over here, and you're going to see that nice steering wheel. I wish they get a little more creative with the design, but still looks sharp. It's got a nice feel, and tucked behind it there is a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. And the steering wheel is heated too, by the way. Moving our way over, what do you get for charging? You get a wireless charger down here, as well as 2 USB ports in the front and the back. As you can see, those genuine wood inserts across the front here definitely give this a classy feel, as well as more of your hardened carbon speakers for that 14 speaker sound system. This thing has 4-zone automatic climate control with an air purifier. These days, you feel lucky to even find one with dual zone, so it's great to see that this is 4-zone standard. Looking down at the gear shift knob, this is a crystal Geartronic gear shifter by Auraforce. Hey, why not get creative with a gear shifter? Most people aren't thinking of that, and that's why most manufacturers aren't doing that, but cool to see that Volvo is going ahead and making that happen. If we go for the broader picture here, up top, of course, you have your laminated power panoramic sunroof with power sunshade. And if you can see way in the back there is your third row, because this is a standard 7-seater. You can get 6, but you have to pay the extra for that. As far as seats go, these are quilted Nordico upholstery with brown ash inlay. They look sharp, definitely subtle detail here, but a great color. And as far as what I mentioned before, of course, you're getting heated seats in the front and the back. That's a huge touch. Definitely nice. When you're at this price point though, you should get that, so it's good to see they're actually following through. Checking out the back seat here, guys. Plenty of room, comfy, even back here in the third row. You're getting room to sit. I wouldn't maybe put the largest person in your party back here, but that's going to be the same no matter which one you go with, and by which one I mean a 3-row SUV. Of course, up here you have your dual zone capability, or your 4-zone, being dual in the back. You got your charging ports as well, some nets for storage, and of course, center cup holder. All the way in the back, you don't get the most cargo volume all the way in the back for the trunk, but with all the seats down, you got to max out at 66 cubic feet, which it certainly do. And of course, if you're not hauling 7 people most of the time, you can put that row down and gain a lot just for normal travel. So, another panoramic view around here. This is clean, it's nice. Right, getting into the driving portion here, guys. We're gonna see how this supercharged 2-liter feels. We're gonna go get on the highway here, give it some throttle, and see about the out response. As far as visibility goes so far, it's pretty good. Let some people go by so we can get on it here. Here we go. Alright, some decent pickup. Nothing crazy, that was about 3,500 RPMs, but could definitely feel the kick there. Plenty of room, or plenty of power to get out of its own way, I should say. Getting up to highway speed here. If it seems like I can't see, it's not because of visibility, it's because there's a window sticker in my way. Super smooth. The pedal just kind of feels effortless. It feels easy to push. You know, not much resistance, but even though it feels easy, it feels responsive. Real clean interior. I love the screen. There's graphics on here. It just changed to AC and it showed air flowing through the cab. It's just a cool touch. Little details. I love the little details. Things that separate you from the rest of the pack, which you really just don't see that much. I love the little touches. Down in my digital gauge cluster here, I have my map. There's navigation, just showing me the road that I'm on right in front of me. I got my speedometer right next to it. Cruising at 70 miles an hour, no problem. Getting great visibility. I can see anyway, real clearly. Hop off this exit here, see how the brakes feel, slow them down to a stop. Very nice. Not too sensitive, not too not sensitive. Kind of the perfect brake pressure there. Quiet. really not a lot of noise. This thing's not making a lot of noise considering it's mostly electric, but the cabin's clearly drowning out a lot of sound just from the road. But this is very impressive so far, just within 5 minutes, not even, of coming up the highway. So we'll get back on the other end and we'll see how she fires up coming back on. Longest stop sign in history. Give it some gas here. Make sure we get out. All right. Smooth, smooth. Supercharger doesn't mean you're going 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Great brake response right there. But supercharger does mean that this 2-liter does have some kick to it. All right, we're gonna get merging back on the highway here. Not to mention, just how cool is it to say you have a supercharger in your car? Who can say that? Uphill on-ramp, see how she handles it. Plenty of power. I don't know if I'm making up the supercharger whistle or not, but I think I heard it. Oh yeah, I hear a whistle. It's a whistle from something. Merging on. Also, a great blinker sound on this. I'm not really seeing anything to complain about here. This thing's super smooth. Again, a few minutes of driving, I think give you a great first impression. It's those first feelings that you have driving the car that I think are the most important. You know right away whether you're gonna like it or not. And I definitely like this. I can see myself driving this as a daily driver. It's just comfortable. You don't feel like you're going 65. Just a comfortable cruiser. I think that's really important. There are some nice safety and driver's assist features standard here. Volvo sets you up pretty well. They're kind of built their reputation way back on safety, and they're carrying that on here in 2025. Of course, you can option more than you get standard, but you do get a nice little sweet standard. Nice to get that blind spot detection and collision avoidance. In review, guys, this thing's pretty stellar. Yes, the price tag is high. This is in the mid 60,000s. I don't think that this is necessarily shorting you for the money. You're going to get a lot here. It's a comfortable ride. You're going to get some nice features. It's very sharp on the outside and the inside as far as design goes. There are a lot of 3-row SUVs on the market. Definitely weigh out your options. But if you're digging Volvo, you're digging what they've been doing with their designs, making things better, you know, progressing, not just settling for a certain look that's good enough, then I think you should definitely come check this out. Again, if you're in the area, Volvo of Exeter, they've got a great lot, plenty of salesmen to help you out, and if Volvo is the route you want to go, then I think that is a great decision, great reputation, and I think that this 2025 XC90 B6 Plus all-wheel drive is a great tongue twister of a 3-row SUV for you to have for a long time. So thank you for watching this Benz car review. Please subscribe if not already. If you have an idea for future review, drop in the comments. I'll see what I can do, because I also do trim breakdowns. So just because I can't necessarily get to a car in person doesn't mean I can't break it down for you. And of course, I'll catch you on the next Benz car review.